Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel.
As October 31st draws ever closer, we're thrilled to say that spooky season is finally upon us and Halloween Horror Nights has returned to Universal Studios Hollywood.
After unfortunately having to skip last year, we've returned as well and we can't wait to take you along for the scares. Not only that, we're determined to try it all in one night.
So join us as we show you 8 terrifying haunted houses, chilling scare zones, and frighteningly themed food and drink. Along the way, we'll give you our candid opinion on what's an absolute must and what's not worth the time if you decide to face your fears and visit Halloween Horror Nights for yourself in 2025.
Don't go anywhere because we've got a lot to cover and it's almost never smart to split up in a horror movie.
All this and more on today's spooky episode of James and Paul Try It All.
Before we start, we want to let you know that we were not hosted or compensated by Universal to make this video, and all rankings of the houses or food are our personal opinions. Your preferences and favorites may differ, and that is perfectly okay.
All right, guys, here's how this is gonna work. Now, Paul and I are taking advantage of every cheat code that Universal Studios offers in an effort to conquer it all, so to speak, tonight. Now we have Express Pass, which means that we're gonna be able to bypass the general admittance line and instead go through a shorter express line. We also have early access, so we will be able to start experiencing select mazes as early as 5:30 p.m., where general admission does not get to actually get into Halloween Horror Nights until 7 p.m. So we do have a little bit of a leg up on that as well.
Universal offered a Halloween Horror Nights dining pass. We are gonna try and cram in as much food as we can tonight and make use of that dining pass. I can guarantee you it is going to be terrifyingly delicious.
I'm so happy to be back. As Paul mentioned earlier in our intro, we missed last year due to money and doing a Vegas trip at that time. If this is your first time here on the channel, we are primarily a Las Vegas focused channel, but we do love traveling to other destinations. Paul and I are big fans of horror. So Halloween Horror Nights is something that we absolutely adore. We're huge fans of the Terrifier franchise. So frankly, we had to be here this year with Art the Clown having his very own maze. Now we're determined to, again, do it all tonight. Don't go anywhere, guys. We're gonna start heading down to the lower lot to get ready for our very first maze here shortly.
As we are making our way down the Starway, we are getting ready for our early entry into Halloween Horror Nights on the lower lot. I will definitely say that this strategy is not proven us wrong. So we're gonna go ahead and start with Five Nights at Freddy's and hope for the best. And here we go down the Starway. The one thing that I will never get used to with this park, so many escalators. So many escalators. So, because we've got a few minutes before the first mazes start opening up for early access, we decided to grab some food first and begin knocking that out. Now, I went over to the Studio Cafe, which is offering Freddy Fazbear's pizza. So we went with a classic pepperoni pizza. I can't lie, I'm not expecting much. Let's take a look. That's pretty much what I expected. Now, this pizza was $12.99, and it looks like standard theme park pizza. And don't get me wrong, there's a time and place for that. Especially you got kids, I get it. But in my experience, theme park pizza is rarely ever good pizza. I love how all the pepperoni's on one side. Anyway, it's very doughy. That's disappointing. That's not good. The sauce is incredibly watery. The pepperoni actually has a pretty good flavor, I can't lie. Crust is okay, there's no flavor to it. Very light bake, it's just cooked enough. Although, I wouldn't waste $13 on this again. Well, first things first, I can definitely say this is not the Stranger Things pizza. This is your basic pepperoni. I'm gonna shift one over here. Let's give it a bite.
This is your basic pepperoni pizza made for kids.
This sauce is very watery.
It's super watery.
You know what it reminds me of? Those Lunchables pizza and the sauce that came in those weird little squeeze packets in a Lunchables pizza. The wateriness of the sauce, the texture, kind of reminds me of that. Now, being that like a lot of kids love Five Nights at Freddy's, they're probably gonna enjoy this pizza. For us though, I do think that this one is a miss.
All right, for our first haunted house of the night, we're gonna hit up Five Nights at Freddy's. And this is absolutely probably one of the most popular houses this year. The lines have already been crazy. Thankfully, we've got Express, so we should have a very minimal wait. Let's go check it out.
Let's introduce you to the stars of the show.
Oh my God. That's ominous.
Congratulations. You're going to have so much fun together.
Oh. All right, guys, so we just wrapped up Five Nights at Freddy's, and I gotta say, meh.
Yeah. It was impressive. Puppets are great.
It is the children's maze, though.
It is very much for children.
Yeah.
It is not scary.
It's the fun maze this year is what we like to call it. There was one jump that it got Paul, but other than that, I don't think I saw him scream.
Now, I will say, I would feel really bummed if I waited 4 hours. But with that being said, I did love the sets. It had a lot of good production value. The animatronics were really cool and really well done.
Yeah.
Now, with that said, we're gonna keep going into more houses and trying more food.
Yep.
Let's see how far we can get.
Let's see what we do next. So as we are walking to our next destination, which we're determining what is next, I have to say, the thought that keeps going through my head was, I can't decide what I hated more, the pizza or the maze.
Shots fired. Shots fired. All right, for our second house, we are going to do Scarecrow, music by Slash. We did Scarecrow the Reaping at Horror Unleashed in Las Vegas, so I am hoping that this will be just as scary, only with music by Slash. Let's go check it out. Now, I will say one of the perks to having Express is that you do get to bypass a lot of these crowds. Like, these lines will be completely full.
Right, all these switchbacks will be switching back.
And it's already pretty switchbacked right now. So yes, one of the perks to paying extra for Express
is we get the royalty line. I can't see it all.
I know, there's something in front of me. Oh my God. Oh!
Oh! You're my favorite. You're the best one in here. You're gorgeous. I love you.
Okay, that was even scarier than Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, I would say that was scarier than Five Nights at Freddy's.
Moments later.
All right, 2 houses down, 6 more to go, plus the Terror Tram. We just wrapped up Scarecrow the Reaping with music by Slash. I don't know what I felt about that one. Honestly, I think I like the one in Horror Unleashed a little bit better. There were some really good scares, some good decoration, set decor, things like that. But there were parts that were it was too dark, like too dark to appreciate it.
One thing that I did love about it is that the music by Slash actually worked.
Yes.
I thought the one at Horror Unleashed was a lot scarier. So if you are in the Vegas area, go check out Universal Horror Unleashed.
Should we be ranking these?
We should be ranking this. So far, I am gonna rank this one higher than Five Nights at Freddy's.
All right, okay, so let's talk about Five Nights at Freddy's. FNAF, what are we ranking that?
I'm gonna give it a 3 because I did love the creative direction. I thought it was amazing.
Yes.
But I just did not think it really worked.
I appreciate anything that the Jim Henson Creature Shop is working on.
Oh yeah, this is nothing against them. They did phenomenal.
Five Nights, we'll say, gets 3 pizza slices out of 10. Now, Scarecrow.
Scarecrow, music by Slash, I would probably give that one about a 5. It's middle of the road.
Yeah.
It's not the best Horror Nights house I've been to,
No.
but it serves its purpose and does it well.
I also think I would agree with that and go a 5 out of 10.
Ears of corn.
Ears of corn. 5 ears of corn out of 10. We're gonna go hit up another maze or grab some food. Let's see what happens next. And we're back, and it is time for more snackies. So we went and stopped at the Jason Universe BBQ setup to try the creamy Gouda fondue served in a bread bowl here with some Granny Smith apples. I love fondue and apples. What a wonderful combination. And the fact that you get to eat fondue in a theme park, why isn't this a thing all year round? Why wait for Halloween? We also got the Jason s'more here with a cute little marshmallow hockey mask with blood splatter. Honestly, that's just amazing. I'm so excited to try this here momentarily, but we can't have dessert first. I mean, we could, but we're not. We're gonna go for, you know, the fondue. I'm gonna try with some of the bread here first to see how it is on its own before I use the apple. All right. Okay, holy butts. That's good.
Those of you who watch our channel regularly, you know we are bougie bitches. I'm gonna try it with the apple. Like the fact that we can have a Gouda fondue.
Oh my God, it's even better with the apple.
Oh my God. So the bougie part of me is like, yes.
That's surprisingly pretty darn good fondue for a theme park. I'm gonna give that 9 out of 10 hockey masks.
I'm debating giving it a 10 out of 10 and best in show.
You know, it's so good for it, but you get that, you get the little bit of like, you know, of the Angry Orchard on the back end there.
This needs to be a thing year round. Universal, bring it to Horror Unleashed so we can enjoy it year round.
Yes, Universal, take this to Horror Unleashed.
10 out of 10 hockey masks.
I'll give it a 10 out of 10 hockey masks as well for a perfect 10. Absolute must if you are here at Halloween Horror Nights in 2025.
Now moving on, the s'more. Let's give this a bite. Chocolate isn't melted, so I'm a little nervous.
It looks like it's gonna be so messy. Oh, okay.
No.
I was expecting it to be so gooey.
This one is definitely not best in show. It's not a bad option, but I would probably maybe only give it 5 hockey masks.
I have a love-hate relationship with s'mores. Sometimes I really, really love them. Sometimes I really just don't like them at all. All right. Looks like his standard Hershey's, maybe? Yeah, Hershey's, okay. At least they're using the good stuff. Okay. Yeah, Paul's right. It's okay. I think the issue with this is I like a s'more when the marshmallow is absolute just good, like goo. Like I want it not just gooey, I also want it like torch black. That's my favorite type of s'more. And obviously you can't do that here with a Jason marshmallow because you want it to retain that shape of the hockey mask. You want that iconic look to it. Here's my other issue. It's just a little too much marshmallow. That's a lot of marshmallow compared to chocolate and or graham cracker. I think this is skippable unless you really like marshmallow. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap these up here, and I think it's time to go hit up the Jason Universe maze, which is supposedly the scariest maze this year. Now that we've finished our tasty treats, or mediocre treats in the case of the s'more, from the Jason Universe BBQ, we figure this is a perfect time to hit up the Jason Universe Haunted House. I can't lie, I'm actually a little nervous. Like, the other two I was perfectly fine walking into, but this one still has me a little, you know, heart palpitating right now. So let's go in. Hopefully we survive.
Ooh, we won the jackpot.
We get to be the timekeepers.
This is so much fun.
Please present this slip to any team member prior to entering the house. What if I just give it to Jason? Be like, I was told to give this to you, Mr. Voorhees.
That's a Halloween Horror Nights first for us.
We are the timekeepers.
We are the arbiters of time.
You'll never come back. You're doomed.
I'm very glad that you're here.
Trying to tell the others.
Oh!
Oh my God. Oh. All right, that's a good. Hey.
That's a great shot, Jason. You're a very good boy.
You're doomed.
Kill them, Jason. Kill them, Jason.
All right, so we just wrapped up the Jason universe. That was a good one.
That was an amazing house.
Yeah, it wasn't scary as I thought it was going to be, or at least I wasn't super scared by it. There were some really good scares. I like the different representations of Jason, throughout the years and the franchise.
This one was a love letter to Jason.
It was. I do wish that there would have been more like actual beats from like the movies, but I enjoyed it. For me, I felt like there might have been a Jason or two missing. Maybe not all the Jasons have started their shift yet, but Paul kept getting assaulted.
I really enjoyed this one. If I was to rate this one in terms of hockey masks, I would probably give a rating of, let's say, 8.
I'm gonna give it 6 hockey masks, just because again, I felt like I wish that some of the kills were more actually based on the film or shown from the film. That gives it 7 hockey masks out of 10 average score. So not bad, definitely a cool maze. Well done. I wish it was a little bit longer too. It felt kind of short.
With that said, we're gonna head over to the horrors of the Wyatt Sicks.
From what I've seen, it looks pretty cool. So let's give it a shot.
5 minutes later.
There's a giant line of people leading all the way out here that's supposedly going for the Five Nights at Freddy's house, which is way down that way. Honestly, as we mentioned earlier in the video, I don't think it's worth waiting that long, and I feel genuinely bad for the people that are waiting in the general admission line. Unless they're diehard Five Nights at Freddy's fans, I feel like they're gonna be in for kind of just a disappointment.
That's the best thing about Horror Nights. There's something for everyone here.
If you're a fan, if you're not a fan, that one might be skippable.
I will say one great thing about this is having the early entry has allowed us to almost knock out all 4 houses before the event has officially started.
I mean, I think we're going to in just a moment.
This is gonna be so much fun. So much fun. Let's get ready to rumble.
There you are. For the sins of us. We're here.
This is cool.
Oh, it kind of smells.
Oh, it's moist. I am moist. I have been moistened.
The buzzer!
Hello, buddy man.
Oh, Firefly Funhouse. What's hot in here?
Hi, Alexa Bliss. I know who you are. These poor scare actors. Oh, my God, these poor scare actors must be dying in here. It's so hot.
Oh, it smells horrible.
Alrighty, folks. Horrors of the Wyatt Sicks.
That was a really good house.
I thought it was well done. Like, there were some really cool parts to it. The Firefly Tunnel, as I'm dubbing it in this case, was really just kind of a cool effect. With all the lights on either side of you. Some nasty smells, but I think.
Oh God, the smells were horrible.
Oh, I don't think they were that bad. I mean, let's be honest. You've made worse smells in the bathroom.
Call me out.
I'm just saying. So that being said, it was cool. I'm gonna give it.
How many lanterns?
Oh, I was gonna do championship belts.
I mean, honestly though, because this is a tribute to Bray Wyatt,
okay.
Let's do lanterns.
I will give it 7 oil lanterns out of 10.
I am probably gonna give my rating for this one about 8. I mean, originally I wanted to kind of just say, oh, this is just gonna be, you know, whatever, the wrestling, horror, whatever. But I will give this 8 lanterns because I think that they did really well with disorienting you as you walk through this thing.
So with your 8, my 7, that means it is a average score of 7.5 oil lanterns out of 10 for the horrors of Wyatt Sicks. Now that we've completed that one, that means we've completed all 4 houses on the lower lot, and we just have the upper lot and the Terror Tram to complete next. Frankly, I think I could use a drink.
And I know just the place. The Slash Bar. Slash Bar time. Let's go take a nice little break with a cocktail. I'm actually quite excited for this. And we have a really awesome dessert coming right up.
Alrighty guys, so we have found a drink here at the Slash Bar. Now this is one that I've been specifically wanting to try. This is the Dance of the Dead. This is gonna be Cutwater Bourbon Whiskey, blackberry syrup, lemon juice, and old-fashioned mix, topped with a mint sprig and fresh blackberries. Frankly, that sounds delightful. Let's give it a shot. That's really good. It's a little sweeter than I expected, actually, especially since blackberry tends to be a little bit more on the tart side. Well balanced. A good sip and drink. In fact, I kind of want to actually already get a second one because I want to just chug this one down myself. But that wouldn't be very fair to Paul.
Okay, my turn to try the Dance of the Dead. I'm not the biggest bourbon fan, but let's give this a sip.
I think you'll like it.
Oh my God, I do kind of like this. It's very sweet. It's almost like a blackberry punch. You know what this reminds me of? Almost like a blackberry punch with kind of the hint of boysenberry punch, but alcoholic.
I'm gonna give this 10 out of 10 top hats.
I mean, as far as top hats are concerned, I would probably give this one, you know, I'm gonna give it an 8. Because again, it's not my typical type of drink, but I'm not mad at it. But I am also gonna say this, it's made with Cutwater.
So that gives us an average score of 9 top hats out of 10. Speaking of top hats,
let's move on to the dessert.
So for our next food item that we're trying tonight, we've got Slash's Hat Cake. Admittedly, the picture looked a lot better, but this is gonna be a vanilla bean sponge cake with a tropical habanero compote and coconut lime mousse. Let's give it a shot. Oh, it's very soft. I don't know if I got any tropical habanero. I'm gonna go for another bite.
You might have to get to the center. I can already smell the sweetness coming out of it.
There's a little bit of the habanero compote inside the very middle, so you have to kind of work towards it again. It's very sweet. It's mostly vanilla. I wish there was more flavor than just vanilla. If you're gonna market it as that, I want those flavors in every bite. I don't want to have to work for it. I want to rank it higher, but I can't because I shouldn't have to search for the flavor that you're advertising it's gonna be. 6 out of 10 top hats.
Oh, it cuts so softly. As someone who's not the biggest fan of sweets, this is a little sickeningly sweet. It's not bad, but I kind of agree with you that it's about a 6. I can't give it anything higher than a 6.
It's cute, it's creative. I shouldn't have to search for flavor.
You know, I have to give them props on that though, because it's fun, but this is not my first choice of sweets. Right as I go for another bite, this is gonna spike my blood sugar. If you're here at Horror Nights, I do suggest trying it. If you do want something sweet, and you want something sweet to go with one of the cocktails here at the Slash Bar. Now with that, we're gonna start making our way up to the upper lot to check out the rest of what Halloween Horror Nights has to offer.
Really quickly before we head to our next destination, which I think is going to likely be the Terror Tram, I just want to give one last final thought on the Slash Bar. If you're going to set up a special space for food and beverage, I think it needs more than 3 tables. That was really frustrating. I mean, I get that this is a temporary pop-up, but it needs to have more than 3 tables up there. It was already crowded, and no one had a place to sit down their drinks or their slash cakes or their tacos that they were selling. It made the experience much less enjoyable not being able to have a place to actually set our stuff down and have to use a trash can instead. All right, guys, on that note, let's head to the Terror Tram.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with some terrifying surprises on the upper lot after these messages. We also want to extend our sincerest thanks to Lindsay Linneo for the recent donation to our channel via PayPal. Thank you so much for the support, Lindsay. All money goes into managing channel expenses and helping us make more videos.
Hi there everyone, we hope that you are enjoying today's video. If you are, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing, and hit that bell icon for notifications whenever a new episode of James and Paul Try It All is released. We release new videos every Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Your support means the world to us, and it allows our videos to be seen by more viewers just like you. Now back to our video. All right everyone, it is Terror Tram time. Let's go see what they've got cooked up by Blumhouse. There'll be plenty of chainsaws. Let's get to it. I love the fog.
Right?
Like the fog is a neat little effect.
They should just always have fog.
I know, like, whew.
Howdy.
Oh!
Hi.
I will definitely say I appreciated a few little scares before we even got in line for the Terror Tram.
Yeah, there's a mini scare zone.
It's a little mini scare zone.
Hell bullies.
Hell bullies.
A few moments later.
As the gates come down to your left, please wash your arms and legs. If you have any children whose feet do not touch the floor, what are they doing here? Hire a babysitter.
Agreed.
Welcome to the Terror Tram. My name is Jason. Your driver's name is Voorhees.
Good evening. My name is Megan, and I'd like to welcome you on board the Terror Tram.
The good news is that Megan has hacked into our computer system and has taken control of the tram.
Yay!
And she's not alone. She's got some of her Blumhouse besties with her, and they are cooking up some serious nightmare fuel. It's the femininomenon herself. Let's hear it for Megan! Have fun, it's your funeral.
There's a lot of chainsaws. Oh my god! Oh my god! Woo!
This is more than a dream. This is a place I conjure. Nothing burns like the coals. Nothing burns like the coals.
You know, the Black Phone's my favorite of the Blumhouse movies.
He's got your baby.
Demon Crossing.
The body and the blood. Body and the blood.
Now, one of the best parts of the Terror Tram is the ability to take a photo op with Norman Bates himself right at the front of the Psycho House, which I think we're going to pause for just a moment and do that ourselves. You meet the Purge. Your dress is so pretty. I love it. I like your tutu. It's a great color.
You're a little late to the party, Cupcake.
Oh! Howdy. I like your hat. I love your PJs. Those are great. I wish I were as tall as you.
not sure you fully
Hello,
realize
Mr. Bunny.
your predicament.
Hello? It's another bunny!
I'm not sure you fully realize your predicament.
Hello, bunny!
I've run the simulation 1,000 times, and it always ends the same way. You die.
I hope so. I have nothing to live for.
Oh my God. I will say this, I had a lot of fun. I thought this was a really fun Terror Tram.
Despite the fact that I'm not the biggest Blumhouse fan, that was a fun Terror Tram.
Oh yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, it was good. Alrighty guys, we just returned from the Terror Tram and I still love it. It's fun.
I enjoy the Terror Tram because it's just fun to walk on the sets. I had my reservations thinking that the Blumhouse version was gonna suck this year, but I have to say, they did change my opinion.
For the most part, Blumhouse may be the McDonald's of horror. It is cheap, fast. Sometimes some of the films are actually pretty good. We really like The Black Phone. We like Megan, not because it's a great horror movie, but because she's a queen. There were some really good spots, some good scares. I think personally the Terror Tram relies a little too heavy on the chainsaws.
I will also give them props for this. The Exorcist Believer section wasn't as horrible as I thought it was gonna be. Like, I have my qualms with that particular movie because it just sucked. And it almost feels a lot of times like Universal is just trying to make Exorcist Believer happen.
Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen.
But this was not too bad because you had all the other stuff with it.
It's one of those things that you've done it every year. This year, don't get me wrong, you probably could skip it and be okay. It's not an absolute must do. If you're limited on time and you don't have Express like we do, focus on the houses. But if you got the time, Terror Tram is definitely worth checking out.
Now, if you were to give this a total of Megans,
I'd give it 7 Megans.
I would give it 6 Megans.
So that creates an average score of 6.5 Megans. 6.5 Megans out of 10 is what we rate this year's Terror Tram on. We're gonna go head back into the upper lot area, see what we can find. Hello! You're so pretty. You're doing a great job.
Oh my God.
I love your outfit. You handle that like a pro. Ow! Sorry, I wish I would have got that on camera. It's snack time! All right, guys, it's super loud. I hope I'm coming through okay, but there's chainsaws and loud music. So if I come across like I'm shouting, it's because I am. But it's super, super loud out here. But we got a few things to show you here. This is from the Hollywood and Dine location. This is going to be the Fallout feature food, some of it anyway. I've got the Sunset Sarsaparilla. So this is going to be a hot honey root beer with a cold foam. All right, let's give it a taste. I know it's just Barks root beer with some hot honey syrup in it. Not as good as I was hoping for. It just tastes watered down because of the foam. I'm not getting a lot of the hot honey aspect to it. It's like a wisp of root beer that I know is Barks, but like, meh, it's okay.
Okay, we are doing our normal or under the speaker in Vegas type thing. This brings back memories. It sounds like a lawnmower convention here. Let's give this a sip. This is a weird flavor. I'm not really getting root beer out of this either, but it's like the LaCroix of root beer. I'm getting more hot honey.
I'm almost wondering if the syrup on the Barks was out.
No, I think it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's definitely more hot honey forward, but it does kind of punch you in the face with hot honey.
I'm glad we used the dining pass and didn't pay actual money for it.
It's like drinking a spicy cocktail, but it's not the best spicy cocktail.
Anyway, let's try the next beverage.
Okay, so the next beverage we have here is the Radaway. Now this is gonna be inspired by Fallout, And this is going to be basically a Chipotle pineapple lemonade.
A Chipotle pineapple brown sugar lemonade. That sounds lovely.
That does sound really lovely. So,
And it's served in a blood bag.
it's served in a blood bag, which is kind of awesome. Let's give this a sip. I don't know the easiest way to do this.
I don't know. I've never drank one of those.
This is weird. Oh, okay. You pinch it here. Or not. Okay, this is a little hard to drink.
Here, let me trade it.
Let's trade. Tradesies. Oh, something's coming out.
That's good. Yeah, oh my God. The brown sugar is such a strong flavor. You get that molassesy flavor to the beverage. Oh my God. The Chipotle and pineapple come through too. I'm gonna hand this back to you. The only downfall is it's not cold. It's kind of like room temperature.
Okay, how do I sip this again? Do I just push it? Oh, I push it open like that. I'm dumb.
Well, no, this is something that we're not used to doing.
Or not. Oh, okay. Here we go.
You have to actually squeeze the bag, Paul. You can't hold the mic and drink that.
Well, I'm trying to do my best here. Okay, that works. And that is really good. I am definitely getting brown sugar. I'm getting a little bit of the Chipotle flavor. This is almost all the fun of having a spicy cocktail, except it is non-alcoholic. So I think Universal did a great job with this. As we hear a lot of chainsaws.
1 minute later.
Next up, guys, we got iguana on a stick. Now, from what I understand, this is a cornflake-encrusted cheese and corn dog bits, essentially. I don't know if I should pull these off or just bite into it.
Just bite into it.
All right. Okay, that's pretty good. Has a good flavor. I think they're using a Nathan's dog. The texture bothers me because it's very sandy. It's just crumbled up cornflake. The bottom of it is become soggy as the grease is seeping through. So there's this really weird mixture of texture.
I almost feel like the sandy texture is supposed to mimic the post-apocalyptic nature of it.
I think probably.
So I think they hit the assignment on theme. This kind of reminds me of a Korean corn dog. Let's give it a good bite.
Now, do you see what I was saying about the texture?
It is very dry and sandy on the outside. Let me give it one more bite. Overall, not bad. This is a really fun take on a corn dog. Is this the absolute best corn dog? No. And I think a lot of that has to do with the texture on the outside. Still fun, and I'm still enjoying it, but you're better off with the Korean corn dog at Mummy Eats. Yeah. That being said, we're gonna move on. I'm gonna have James show off the next thing we got, which is really special.
Okay, of all the Fallout food, this one is probably what I was looking forward to most. The Yum Yum deviled eggs. I would be happy if they were real deviled eggs, but in fact, they're not real deviled eggs. They are instead a coconut panna cotta, pineapple filling with like a little bit of tahini on them. I love a tasty fake. I love something that looks like something, but is not actually that thing. It feels like a deviled egg. Oh my God, that's weird. Bottoms up.
I was just gonna say that too. Bottoms up.
Okay, that's fun. The coconut panna cotta is very light, so if you're not a huge coconut fan, don't worry, it's not like super heavy. It feels like a deviled egg though, which is so weird. My mind does not know how to process this because I was expecting egg and paprika and mayo, and no, I'm getting panna cotta and little pineapple bits, and my brain is just fried because it doesn't know. Yeah.
Toss them over here because I want to take a taste.
Finally, a deviled egg Paul will like.
I know, like, exactly. I don't like deviled eggs to begin with. So being a tasty fake, I think this is perfect. Bottoms up, pinkies out.
Now, Paul does not like deviled eggs, but I do, and I will like stand by the party table and eat the entire tray of deviled eggs. Right? Isn't that so weird?
I enjoy them, but it is definitely a total mind. But if you're willing to just like take the chance and try something that's kind of sweet, kind of different, this isn't a bad option.
All right, folks, it's time to assign rankings on the Fallout food that we tried tonight. For the deviled eggs, hands down, 10 out of 10 Vault Boys. Absolutely worth it.
I don't think I can assign this one a 10 despite how much I'm enjoying them because it is a total mind trip. So this could be off-putting for a lot of people. I think I give it 8 Vault Boys.
And with Paul's 8, that brings the average ranking to a 9 Vault Boys out of 10. Let's talk about the iguana on the stick. I'm gonna give that a 6 Vault Boys out of 10.
And I'm gonna agree with James's 6 on the iguana on a stick. It's not bad, but it's definitely not the 10 that the Korean corn dog at Mummy Eats is.
Now, on to the Radaway. That was pretty darn good. I'm gonna give that 9 Vault Boys out of 10.
My thoughts on the Radaway, quite delicious, but I have to give it 8 Vault Boys.
So average score on the Radaway is 7 Vault Boys out of 10. And last but not least, the Sunset Sarsaparilla, which is a hot honey root beer. Wasn't that good. Kind of a waste of a dining credit. I'm gonna give it 3 Vault Boys out of 10.
Oh my God, you took the words out of my mouth because I was gonna give it a 3 as well. Literally, like, it's just like drinking hot honey. I'm not getting much root beer and the cold foam just isn't doing it for me. So that leaves the Sunset Sarsaparilla with an average ranking of 3 Vault Boys out of 10. Now, we're gonna finish up all this food and then go enjoy the Fallout house, so stay tuned. Oh, Hamikuma. Oh.
I know, I saw it. It's so cute. It's not as cute as you though. You're adorable. Yeah, I'm not very good at that. You have a great night. You're being amazing. As we mentioned, next up is Fallout. So this is going to be based off of the Amazon TV series. Thankfully, Paul and I recently binge watched the first season of it, and we actually surprisingly enjoyed it. It's kind of a slow burn to start, but once you get further and further into it, it's pretty darn good. It's got Kyle MacLachlan, Dale Cooper himself, you know, which was already a selling point. And Walton Goggins is weirdly kind of hot. He's even kind of hot in that SNL sketch with the tiny baby shoe. Tiny baby shoe.
Wasteland, it looks like chaos, but there's always somebody behind the wheel.
And my friends, that was Fallout. It was a good time.
I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm really glad that Paul and I watched the series because that's the main downfall about this maze. If you're not familiar with the show, not much of that's gonna make any sense whatsoever. There's some decent scares.
It's very theatrical though, so it's not the scariest maze here.
That being said, we both agreed 6 out of 6 Vault Boy.
6 out of 10 Vault Boys.
Yeah. That being said, we both agreed 6 out of 10 Vault Boys for Fallout. So that gives it an average ranking of 6 Vault Boys. It's good. I enjoyed it, and if you're a fan of the series, I think you will too. Now, my friends, it's time to hit up another house. I think we're gonna hit up
Monstruos, the ghost of Latin America.
Yes, Monstruos 3. Now this one hopefully might be kind of scary. When we were in 2023, Monstruos was probably the scariest maze.
Monstruos was the scariest maze when we were here in 2023.
Yeah.
That one like freaked me out.
Absolutely. So let's hope the number 3 is just as good as number 1. You're doing amazing, Death. You're very talented. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi there. Ah, yes.
Yes.
The smell of Halloween.
The smell of Halloween.
Ooh. What's cooking? Something tasty? Me? Oh,
I think she thinks you're tasty.
I mean, I might be. I'm very
Stuff
fatty.
could go in that cauldron.
Fatty meat does taste delicious. So that was Monstruos 3.
The ghost of Latin America.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was a lot of fun. I will say this. It was not as scary as the original Monstruos.
No, I think the La Llorona portion of it was the scariest. That was a fun one. I felt like there were some really good scares in it, some really good costumes and sets.
The sets were really good.
There were some interesting smells, but nothing offensive. It just mostly smelled like, wood burning and things like that. All in all, a great one. I wouldn't wait too long for it.
But it was a great house. Honestly, if you see a 45-minute or less wait for it, it's worth it.
Or you have Express. I think Express is the way to go, honestly. I mean, it guarantees you're going to have a good time. It is just now hitting 10 o'clock, and we only have 2 more mazes left to do. Technically, 2 shows if we're going to try and do it all. We don't know if we're going to make it to the Purge show at the Waterworld Theater, because admittedly, we're not huge on stunt shows.
We're just not stunt show fans.
Yeah, so it's fun, but we know what it is. We've seen it. It's okay. It's not one of those things that I think is an absolute must do, and I'm just going to call it out right now. Unless you're a stunt show fan, or you just need to get off your feet for a little bit, it is something that I think we both agree is skippable.
Oh, before we do that, your rating for Monstruos. because we just completely spaced on that. What would you rate Monstruos in terms of
Conchas.
conchas? Yes.
Conchas, yeah. 7 conchas out of 10.
I will probably give it, I'm gonna give it a 6 conchas.
6.5 conchas out of 10.
I can agree and get behind that.
On that note, we're gonna figure out what our game plan is for what's coming up next. Don't go anywhere, this video's not done yet. So after finishing Monstruos 3, we decided that it was time for some thematically appropriate food, and we went to the Little Cocina to get a few different items there. Now, one of the items I'm very excited to try are horchata churro bites. Frankly, it's not a visit to a theme park unless I've got some sort of churro in my mouth, and I always like to pair it with a cold Coca-Cola, which I've already dug into. But horchata churro bites had me intrigued. I feel like I don't really need a fork, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I have thoughts, and not bad ones. Admittedly, they are a little on the crispy side. It does kind of taste like horchata. No, I really actually don't know what they're doing to make it taste like horchata, but it's pretty darn good, actually.
Less talking, more bites. Yeah, I'm not mad at this because I know the process of making a churro is basically choux pastry. So possibly maybe instead of water for the choux pastry, they're putting horchata in it.
I would give that 7 out of 10 conchas.
For me, I'd probably say, yeah, 7 out of 10 conchas ain't bad. We also got something that is really exciting, and this is the Tostitos Salsa Verde walking taco. Now, I just love the Tostitos Salsa Verde chips. Now, if you know, you know, the Mexican ones that they import from Mexico are just so amazing.
So good.
Now, this is definitely not the Mexican ones, but it's filled with birria. It looks like a little bit of cheese, creme, possibly crema.
Pickled onions.
Pickled onions. Just everything that you would want. Let's go ahead and dig in here. Give it a bite. But I will say this, they definitely gave us a hunk of beef, and I'm not mad at that at all. This is delicious. Now, the beef does have a spice to it, so they definitely did not skimp on the heat levels either, and it's just making the Mexican side of me happy.
All right, let me have some of that before you eat it all. I've never actually had a walking taco before. I mean, I'm aware of them. I mean, I'm from Arizona. They sell them literally lots of places. Like, you could be walking through the mall, and there's like, you'll pass like 3-4 places that sell walking tacos. I don't think it's super easy to eat. You can't really pick up the chips with a fork. And that meat's a little dry. Like once I broke it up, it's kind of dry.
I would probably give this one 8 conchas.
I'm gonna give it a 7 because it's really tasty, it's yummy. It's not like super heavy. I do think the beer is kind of dry, a little overcooked. I'm gonna, yeah, say 7. So we'll give it an average score of 7.5 conchas. Guys, we're gonna wrap these up, and I think we're gonna go hit up Chainsaw Man, the show that's over at the DreamWorks Theater that's here for Halloween Horror Nights. Chainsaw Man is an anime that I am aware of, but neither of us are familiar with it. We have no idea what to expect, but we're curious. Stay tuned.
All right, we are in line here for Chainsaw Man. Now, I am not sure exactly what this show is going to be. I'm sure it'll be fun. Sounds like a raven here.
Right?
I literally don't know what to expect, but
I feel like I've seen Chainsaw Man before, like on Adult Swim or something like that.
I mean, I've seen it advertised during Toonami,
Yeah,
but
I think.
yeah.
But yeah, we're not familiar with the franchise, so maybe we'll be fans after this. You never know.
You never know. This might be our first window into it.
Right.
A few moments later.
So, Chainsaw Man: The Chaos was something.
It was interesting. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was a nice way to just kind of sit and relax for a little bit.
I'm sure that had we been more familiar with the actual anime itself, probably be much more interesting. But like not knowing what it was, I mean, it was cute, I guess. It was kind of fun. Not like super scary or anything like that. It was just kind of a fun little show where the seats vibrated and moved slightly. Again, much like Kung Fu Panda. It was a good way to kill a little time, get off your feet. The show itself is longer than the Kung Fu Panda show. I could see that you might end up waiting in line for a bit. I don't think I put a high priority on this one unless you're a fan of the actual like animes and probably manga. I'm assuming there's a manga involved. Would you disagree?
I wouldn't disagree at all. I just enjoyed the fact that I was able to rest and get off my feet.
So yeah, it wasn't bad. I would give it 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree with that. Give it 5 out of 10 chainsaws.
All right, guys, we're nearing the end. So we've got 2 houses left to do. That's Poltergeist and Terrifier,
which will have a long hike to.
Yes, so we're gonna start hiking over there because it's the farthest away. It's outside of the regular park.
Pretty much on the studio behind one of the parking structures.
All right, we'll check in when we get over there. I think we're gonna hit Poltergeist first because we really want to save the best for last. The whole reason when we came to Halloween Horror Nights this year, the Terrifier maze, and we don't normally recommend saving what you want to do until the end because you never know, you might not be able to get it done. But we figured it's just more dramatic that way. All right, folks, next up is Poltergeist. Now, this is obviously based on the film directed by Tobe Hooper, produced by Steven Spielberg. One of the few PG-rated horror films. It's totally family friendly. Part of that's because they didn't have the PG-13 rating at the time. Obviously, to get an R rating, you have to have more than just some gore and demons and, Poltergeist. Let's go check it out. It is one of my favorite horror movies.
Oh, there's the tree.
Mommy, someone's coming! Mommy, please! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Lost on the way to
Alrighty, guys. Poltergeist. That was cute. But one thing that immediately stood out to me, and correct me if you didn't feel this way, I felt like there was too much long black hallways.
Yeah, I could kind of see that. It kind of feels like they were just adding it on. But also, just like the movie, go into the light.
Yeah, okay, that works for one of those black hallways, but the rest of it felt like, again, unnecessary. Yeah, all in all, I think it was a good maze. Not mind-blowing. It's been obviously it's a repeat from previous years with some some slight variations. But I would say that I would give it 7 out of 10 1980s television sets.
I'd probably give it a 6.
Okay.
And the reason for a 6 is because, as you said, a lot of the long black hallways, it almost kind of felt like they were also kind of milking the clown.
Yes.
Let's be real, they were milking the clown.
No, I think they were partially doing that because so many people think of the clown when they think of Poltergeist. That is one of the most iconic scary moments for so many people.
Also the face melting scene. They really kind of milked that one a bit.
Yeah, no, they really did. They milked that one a little too much in my opinion. So with your 6 by 7, that gives us a average ranking of 6.5 1980s television sets out of 10. But that being said, we are now 7 out of 8 mazes plus the Terror Tram done. And now we're on to our decision in coming to Halloween Horror Nights 2025 in Universal Studios Hollywood. Boy, I'm tired. It's been a long ass day. That's the Terrifier maze.
I am so excited for this one.
I'm so excited.
Oh my
We saved the best for last.
God.
Let's go ahead and say hi to Art the Clown.
All right, everyone, we saved the best house for last. We are gonna end the night with some Terrifier. Come along with us. Oh, we are going into Terrifier. Oh my God.
He's here. The Miles County Clownz. Something really bad is gonna happen to him. He's here.
I love you, Art. Oh! It's a big Art. It's a big Art. Art, you're the best. Beautiful. I love you, Art. You're amazing. Oh! A work of art! Oh! It's beautiful! It's a work of art! Oh, naughty potty. Oh, Art, you rascals.
How many times do I have to tell you? Don't freaking try to scare me when I'm on my break.
Oh. Ow! Ooh, moist. Oh my God, that was so good. So good. So good. Holy butts, Terrifier was amazing.
It was so good.
Yeah, absolutely loved it. Now, part of that obviously is because Paul and I are fans of the Terrifier franchise.
It really was a fun house.
Yeah, but that being said, 10 out of 10.
That gets 10.
What's it going for?
You know what? Let's do 10 bottles of bleach.
10 bottles of bleach, yes.
Because what's the best thing to pour into an open...
If they know, they know. That's fine. They get it.
Yeah, watch the films. Really watch the films.
So, 10 bottles of bleach. I think we both agree. Perfect 10. Absolutely awesome. If you're a fan of the Terrifier franchise and you're coming to Horror Nights this year, you gotta check it out. We're gonna start exiting the park and we'll be back in just a moment with our final thoughts.
5 minutes later.
We love you. Seriously. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for having a great house. It was pretty amazing. Yeah? Yeah. It was my favorite maze of this. Really? Yeah. I'm not trying to, like, pour salt and bleach on that wound, but... I was surprised how much I enjoyed that. Alrighty, everyone. We just got back to our hotel. They were staying here at the Hilton Universal, so we just had a short walk from the park. And before we dive into our final thoughts of the overall experience, we are pleased to say we did it. We did everything we were set out to accomplish. We did all 8 houses, the Terror Tram. We saw the Chainsaw Man Chaos show. That was a thing. And yes, we skipped the purge. Okay, so we didn't technically do it all, but we could have if we tried.
If we really wanted to, we still had a whole hour left before the park closed.
Like, exactly. So like by the time we were leaving, it was just around 1.
So we could have done the purge, but honestly, I didn't even anticipate us even doing it.
I think with Express Pass and early entry, you can do everything if you choose to do so. Granted, it will be tight. You'll be running back to back to back, but you also probably have a little bit easier time than we will because you probably won't be filming everything for content like we are. We did actually grab a few last food items on our way out because we just couldn't possibly say no to these. So first, before we go into our final thoughts, we're gonna test the Art the Clown cookie sunglasses here. Now this is, if I remember correctly, a lemon cookie with raspberry filling. Oh my God, they're super cute. And it's soft. It's softer than I thought it'd be. So why'd you take one side?
Okay.
And then I'll take the other.
Okay, yeah, these are soft. I thought these were gonna be kind of firm.
Yeah, no, this is a soft cookie. So let's cheers. Okay, this is pretty good. I love a lemon cookie. This is a good lemon cookie. Good, strong lemon flavor.
If I was to grade this on bottles of bleach, I would definitely give it, let's give it 8 bottles of bleach.
8 bottles of bleach. I'll agree with that. 8 bottles of bleach. Sunglass cookie. Yeah, super cute. And I think, what was it, like $7.99, $8.99? We got with our dining pass, but still.
Delicious.
Next up, we've got the Art donut there.
Mm-hmm. I love the box says Art was here.
Yeah, I do think that's stupid cute. Oh my God, this is a mess.
Oh my God. Funny story about this donut.
It's one of the last ones.
It was one of the last ones.
Good thing we're back in a hotel room because it's gonna be messy as all get out and we don't have any forks or knives. So I'm just gonna go in.
Yeah, go in, rip it off. Just like every donut at Universal, it is a big ass donut.
It's not bad.
Let me take a taste.
Yeah. Through the power of editing, we'll be right back because I'm gonna wash up.
Moments later.
Not amazing. No. Honestly, I think the other donuts at Lard Lad are better. I wouldn't waste your time or money on the donut unless you're absolutely wanting to do so. I imagine if you ate it probably there and didn't walk around with it for as long as like we have, it'd probably be less melty and gross. I'll give it 5 bottles of bleach out of 10.
You actually kind of stole what I was gonna say. I was gonna say 5. Yeah. It's middle of the road.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Cute box, it's art themed, it's his colors, white, black, and red.
And it's just about as messy as one of Art's kills.
So yeah, we're gonna put that to the side. And through the power of editing, we'll be right back. But first, I really need to wash my hands.
A few minutes later.
All right, through the magic of editing, I do have to say, here is our final thoughts on Halloween Horror Nights 2025. As you can clearly see through this video, we did complete it all.
We wrapped up the night right around 1 o'clock, but keep in mind, we had early access, we had Express Pass, and we were still kind of running close on time. Had we not had that early access and that Express, we definitely would not have been able to complete everything that we did tonight.
So if you were to give a rating for this year's Halloween Horror Nights, what would you rate it?
I really want to give it a high score, but there were some issues. The biggest thing that I encountered throughout the night, that we encountered throughout a lot of the pop-up areas for food or whatnot, there was never a place to sit or a table. That was the biggest issue that I encountered. We were constantly trying to either run to like the Jurassic Cafe or some other permanently established food spot. That was the biggest thing for me.
I will say my biggest thing was it was just very, very packed and crowded.
It was a sold out night.
It was a sold out night.
Yeah. Paul and I have been theme park fans for all our lives. For the longest time, and let's be honest, still is, our first love is the mouse. I've had lots of really shitty experiences with the crowd control cast members in Disney parks. I would say that wasn't what I encountered tonight with Universal. They did a great job. They were polite. They were good about, you know, communicating with people.
And very friendly.
Very friendly. Everyone was super friendly.
There was an issue with how do we redeem the dining pass?
For the first hour, it seems like a lot of the staff members there, the team members there, were not very clear on how to use the dining pass, redeem it, you know, and ring things up. In fact, despite the fact that we know for a fact we went through all of our credits, we were told when we got the donut
that I still had 2 left over.
Yeah, still had 1 entree and 1 snack.
It wasn't until we were reflecting outside on our way out that, oh wait, we had the little bit of the mix-up at the Jason Universe BBQ.
Right. Both staff members at the Jason Universe BBQ had no clue about how to use the dining pass.
Us being honest, we're like, hey, we used them all.
On that note, my friends, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure and hit that like button. It really does help us out. If you are already subscribed, why not consider hitting the subscribe button? We are going to keep bringing you more content from Universal Studios, as well as our main squeeze, Las Vegas. Now, we are primarily Las Vegas vloggers, so if you like Sin City as much as we do, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We've got butt tons of videos, but we're going to bring you more Universal. We got some other fun stuff coming up here in the next year or so.
And other than that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. This is going to be a long one.
I'm sure, yeah, I was thinking about that as we're walking back. I'm like, poor Paul has his work cut out for him. Thanks as always. We love you. We appreciate you. And I really hope that you know that we mean that. Till next week, have a great one.
I already love that the music is already playing.
I really can't hear it that well because I've got earplugs in because my neurodivergent ass can't handle loud noises. But no, seriously, that's why I like earplugs. I plug my ears on rides at Disneyland. I can't even lie.
He does.
Yeah.
That's a thing.